Women and children are the casualties in the war on drugs. We have to stop. We have to stop. The United States has created legislation where the mandatory minimum sentences, where it doesn't matter the circumstances, there's no discretion for judges. If you're found in certain situations, you get a mandatory minimum sentence. So they had a situation where a woman had a peace bond against a former partner who was incarcerated. He got out on a work release, broke free, came to the apartment, assaulted her, came in, set up, got cocaine, turned it into crack cocaine, tried to make a big sale so he'd get money to take off because he was obviously wanted. His mistake, person he sold to, tried to sell the crack to, was working with undercover, got busted. She was on the lease of the apartment. So guess what? She is responsible for the criminal production. The apartment happened to be located within a couple of 100 feet of a school. Mandatory minimum sentencing. Didn't matter the circumstances. She went down. He was smart enough to make a deal and sell out the guy that sold him the coke. So he got a deal and she got the full extent of the law. Even better is that some of the states have privatized their child welfare in addition to privatizing their criminal justice system. So in some of the child welfare and criminal justice systems in the United States that are privatized, they realize that when a woman goes in for a drug charge, if the child is under 5, it costs way too much money to try and maintain that child-mother relationship. You have to put the child in foster care, and then you have to pay for foster care, and then you have to pay for visits and ongoing contact. It's too costly, and doesn't make the bottom line even. So the policy is that if you get incarcerated for a drug offense, then your child is under 5, you lose custody completely and your child is placed for adoption. The suicide rate of women in those states went up to 78% in their correctional facilities. And then we had a conservative government talking about mandatory minimum sentences. The Canadian Civil Liberties Union, the American Civil Liberties Union, the World Health Organization, there's 1,000 and something people that weighed in on what are the actual facts we know about this in terms of the harms that it caused, but nobody wants to listen.
If you or a loved one are looking for help with substance abuse, call our 24/7 helpline at 1-800-615-1067. A caring addiction advisor is awaiting your call.